Hello there and welcome back to Still Life. Now last time we picked up with Gus. Well, Victoria read a journal and then we switched over to Gus in the past, who seems to be working a similar case to the one we're currently working on in Victoria's time. Seems to be quite some parallels. So I don't know whether, I can't remember, I've played this before. I can't remember whether it's just a copycat or whether it's the same guy, because technically it could be the same guy, because obviously it's just two generations, which isn't too bad. Let's see, Gus is Victoria's granddad, so it kind of makes sense. Time-wise it could be, and I can't remember which one it is. However, we're going to find out. Managed to complete Gus's section and found a survivor of the murderer. Chest, sorry. So finished that section. We are now back with Victoria. She got a call from the coroner to come and see her. So that's what we're going to be doing this time, and we're going to see where that leads. I don't know if I have to do the cookies before we leave. We'll see what happens. We're just going to see what happens. I don't remember this section of the game. So, grab your favourite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, and let's dive into Still Life. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Right, so I did a little, on a side note before we actually progress, I did a little bit of tinkering, and I'm hoping that the monster loading times has stopped. I'm actually genuinely hoping, because that was insane. That last episode, load times, like, we're talking like 3 to 5 minutes just on the screen. Like, no loading screen, it was just like, you were just still locked on this screen, for example. It was madness. Right, hello.
Hey,
Can we talk to you? Hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
Did you ever read any of Granddad's memoirs?
Also,
I've read some of them, yes.
personal
Did you find
questions.
something interesting?
Yes, I found his memoir from one of his cases.
It's very similar.
Really? Which one?
It's the one in Prague.
It is Prague. Confirmed. Prague confirmed.
Did you ever read that one, Dad?
You know, sweetheart, some things are better kept buried.
Oh, really?
Dad, answer the question.
No, I never read it. I asked him once about what happened in Prague, and I could tell it was a very painful memory, even though he did his best to hide it. After seeing his expression, I never wanted to know what happened there.
Well, I'm reading it.
Did you ever ask Grandma about it?
No, I didn't bother
Yeah.
either. Like I said before, some things are better left buried.
True. Mostly true. It always
Did
comes
you
out in the
know
end,
about
though.
Grandma?
Yes, I did. Where are you going with this?
Dad, I wasn't judging. I just wanted to know if you knew.
Weren't you going somewhere?
Dad, I was going to meet Claire.
Ah, Agent Claire.
Oh,
She's one of the best
okay.
in her line of work.
See, that's
I always loved
classic
when she's
deflection.
honest.
He doesn't want to talk about
I
it, so
hope
stop
everything's
pushing.
okay with her.
Yes, she's just having a hard time talking to her daughter.
It was
I better
daughter.
get going, Dad.
All right.
Okay, Pumpkin. Victoria, I'm sorry.
No, Dad. I'm the one who should be sorry. I shouldn't have gone there.
It's okay,
Indeed.
sweetheart.
I mean,
Sometimes I forget.
things you push
Your
and things you
job
don't
to ask
push.
Questions.
I'll be back soon.
Okay, take care.
Are we doing Let's not do the cookies. Right, so let's head out. See, nice fast loading times. I like this. I'm totally gonna end up ruining my thing and cursing it. I'm totally going to curse it because now I've mentioned that it's been running really smoothly. It's just going to just say a big fuck you to me, isn't it? Right, let's go see Claire. And she's B2. Just like that. So she's having trouble speaking to her daughter. I couldn't remember whether it was her... We're going to do it manually. No, we're not. We're alright. Oh, hello. Shit. Mr. Fancy Pants.
What the?
Hi.
Sweetie! What the hell are you doing?
Me?
I
I
didn't
thought you'd.
I didn't do
Oh my
anything.
god. Go look at the security cameras.
Alright, that's a turn. I don't remember that. Mr. Fancy Pants. Maybe run. Yeah, run. Go and see him. He's on the left screen.
Shit.
There's a killer. I'm assuming it's a killer. I mean, if you weren't the killer, you wouldn't be dressed like that, would you? Really? That was a good transition. Victoria, go. Get him. You're going straight for the car. So dramatic. You're going to get him. It's a good job there's no traffic, really, isn't there? I mean, even on a cold winter's night in Chicago, there's going to be traffic. He's not even running. Oh, he's running now. That tells me he's probably not an old man. Sun's out, guns out.
Screw it, it never works anyways.
Such good shots. We're gonna get him. I don't think we don't get him. Spoiler alert, we don't get him. Alright. Hi. You know, for a killer, he's very fancy. He is very dapper. Just like that, he's gone. I mean, he could have pushed her off, like, properly, like, finished off the pushing. Oh, we're back. We have no control yet. Right, so let's go see Claire, first of all. I think he's been in and tampered with the body. I'm assuming that's what happened. Yo, Claire, my lady. Clarice. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, are you okay? What happened?
Well,
Yeah, I'm okay.
we
I
gave
ran
chase
after him.
and he got away.
Son of a bitch got away.
Well, the important thing is that you're okay.
Damn right.
Hey, about...
Forget it. It can wait.
No personal
Sure?
questions.
Hey, Browning can wait.
Really, sweetie, it's okay. Go.
So,
Alright.
what happened on your end?
I never thought my own
Big
lab
questions.
would become a crime scene. The suspect left this, a photo of a young woman, and wrote "next" on the back. I need to send this to the lab for further analysis.
Okay, so you broke in to leave a photo. Where did he
was
leave
it?
it though?
He put
Inside?
it inside.
Oh,
her.
inside.
He tore
Alright.
the stitches open just below the sternum and slipped it inside.
Nice.
Do the others know?
Yes, I called upstairs and Todd answered. I told him what I know. He's expecting you and he didn't sound too happy.
Well,
I can
probably.
imagine.
Yeah, you're probably
Okay,
not
going
happy
upstairs
that
to deal with Todd.
someone broke in here.
Okay, I'll fix the mess down here. I'll tell you if anything turns up.
Purely because you need a code. You need a key card and you need a code to get in here. which is upsetting in a lot of ways. Wait, can I wait? No. Check in here first. Can I have another look at him? Can I get another good look at him? No, I can't. Doesn't seem I can do anything with that. Right. There's nothing over here. There's just those cards, which are just an Easter egg. So let's head back up. Are you going to post a guard, an actual guard at the place? Floor 8. Let's go see the guys. We did get a good look at him. He's very dapper.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Richard.
Richard?
You left the gallery in a rush and you never called back, so I got a little worried. Is everything okay?
It's the guy from the first,
Yes,
from
I'm
the
fine.
opening
I'm
scene.
sorry about that. It's just we found another victim and some really weird stuff is going on.
Oh, God. How are you holding up?
I'm very tired. And I'm in dire need of unwinding, like we did 2 nights ago.
True, that was very relaxing.
Oh,
I have an idea.
we're having
Come
some
down
kinky
here,
stuff.
I can show you the new exhibit, and after we can go unwind.
Very tempting, but I have to decline.
Aww.
Why?
Well, I have to go get yelled at by my boss. Anyways, why are you so excited about this exhibit? I've never seen you so into your work.
Oh, it's because I sort of discovered this artist.
Okay.
Actually, it wasn't just me. Some people from the University of Chicago's Fine Arts Department helped a little. We discovered him at an auction. He's from LA, but originally from Chicago. His name is Mark Ackerman.
Ackerman.
Norman and I purchased most of his pieces, but we're still looking for some. Anyway, we got enough to make an exhibit.
Richard, I'm sorry. I really have to go.
Oh, sorry. You know how I get started.
Yes,
I do.
maybe.
I'll talk to you soon.
That may
Okay, honey.
work.
You be careful now.
I will.
The name Ackerman rings a bell. Right, so let's go see our lovely boss. Should we take him some coffee?
Yes,
There he is.
well, yes, I know, but...
What the hell is going on? What's this I hear about suspects breaking into the morgue? Agent McPherson and Detective Miller, I want to see you both in my office, now!
Yes.
And while you're
You
at it,
dude's on the phone.
one of you can get me a cup of coffee.
Alright. I'll go and get the coffee. Where's his cup?
Victoria, can you...
Don't sweat it, Miller. I'll cover you. Anyways, you have the report to finish. I'll even get his damn coffee.
Next on Chicago Vice, Agent McPherson gets
Get the boss a coffee.
Miller,
Sorry.
don't make this any harder than it already is.
Where's his cup, though?
By the way, I have some good news. Come and see me after.
Can you
Alright.
give me a preview?
It's about the data correlation. I think we might have something.
Ooh, cool.
Didn't tell.
No, I wanted to check with you first.
Okay, I'll see you after.
Alright. So there's some connection between 2 of the victims, at least. Coffee. So I'm going to need a cup, aren't I? Hello? Oh. Okay, that was weird. Never mind. Just going to gloss over it. We're just going to gloss over it. I don't think I need to go into these office for a coffee. I need a mug. And apparently nothing there. Right, so let's just go to the coffee machine and see if we can get... I don't know about, like, his thing. I'm sure that he would like his own coffee cup rather than a fake one. Like one of the crappy ones.
I have no use for napkins. That won't work.
So where... Are we on a quest for coffee? Oh wait. I forgot about this. Inspector Todd. Alright. Quest complete. That was way too easy. I was just gonna start looking for his coffee cup. Use that with that. Push the button. So we're just going to give it to him black, because there's no coffee creamer or sugar or anything like that. So I'm assuming he's going to have his own. Let's go then. Let's get chewed out. Hi. Alright. So maybe do it automatically.
Here's your coffee.
Thank you.
Automatically. Alright. It's a very posh office, though. I will say this.
In what new way have I pissed you off this time?
I
Straight to the
distinctly
point.
remember asking
All right.
for both you and Miller. Ugh, never mind. I just hope you haven't forgotten that he is your partner.
Nobody's got
No, I
work to do.
haven't.
Okay.
He's got
Now
work
tell
to
me
do.
what
We've both got work to do, and
Her
can't
picture,
afford
I
both of
assume,
us
through
to
the
not
garage.
be.
Claire already filled
To be
me.
in here.
I want to know what happened outside.
Oh,
Pursued the perp with the 4x4 into the alleyway. He climbed up a fire escape to the rooftop. When I got up there, he gave me a surprise blow to the shoulder with a 2x4. He got away through the other fire escape.
Shots fired?
Yes, one.
Any leads so far in the case?
Besides what the next victim looks like? No, not really.
We're not sure of that. Claire is running it through the database to see if we get a hit.
okay.
Is that it? 'Cause I'd like to get back to work now.
Yeah.
Consider yourself on probation.
Really?
What? Why?
Why?
I've seen
Exactly. Why?
Agents get
Why
too
we're doing
involved
this?
in their case and lose it.
I'm losing it now? I think you're just pissed because we look like schmucks on the news. It's all about image, isn't it?
All right.
No, this is about your recent behavior.
Reel it back in,
I'm
Victoria.
worried about the
A
progress
little
of the
bit.
case, and I think you need a break.
This is bullshit.
You're only proving my point.
You know, Browning? I usually get kissed before I get fucked.
Sorry. That's a good one. That's a good one. Right, let's go see. She's no holds
So,
barred,
is
really,
everything
is she?
okay?
She doesn't give a
Not
fuck.
really. I'm on probation and he'll probably take over the case.
Dang it.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
Ah, that's
It's
fine, man.
okay. Been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt.
Hey,
personal
so what
question.
happened downstairs?
We think the killer broke
So-
into the morgue and left us a picture of the next victim.
How he broke in, that's
Kidding,
my
right?
thing, right?
I kid you not.
Because you need
SOB
a
on
code and a
MRI.
key
You
card.
should go down and take a look at the picture. Claire needs to do a few tests on it and send it off to the labs.
Do you think it's safe
Let's go
to go
personal
down there?
first.
Sure it is.
Yeah, you've got a gun.
Okay, I'll go have a look.
You have a gun?
What's
What
this
are you on
big
about?
lead you were telling me about?
I did what you asked. I correlated the info on victims 4 and 5. I got something, but it may be nothing.
Something's
Right.
better than nothing.
You've said that the last 2 victims probably knew our perp because he covered their face. Well, I got a name that's common to both victims. A
Vaclav Kolar.
Kolar. Also, I tried linking this guy to victims 1, 2, and 3, but no go.
Okay, so there's a small
How did you
connection.
get the name Vaclav Kolar?
I read Claire's report on the 5th victim. In it, she added a picture that was found in the victim's purse. On the picture, there was the victim, a girl, and a guy.
Okay.
The guy reminded me of someone. He's actually one of the people I interviewed for the 4th murder. He was her tutor at the university. I went back to read my own report, and it's the same guy. I'm sure of it.
Alright, that works. I don't know if
Any
that's going to
relationship between the 4th and 5th victims?
lead
As
anywhere,
far
but
as I
we'll never
can
know.
tell, they didn't know each other, but they had this guy in common. Maybe he deserves a second interview?
Definitely. I'll go alone. He's seen you before, so it might make things go smoother, make him less nervous.
Okay.
And I'll give Kolar a visit.
I sent the address to your 4x4's navcom. If I have the chance, I'll go interview the latest victim's friends. Maybe I can talk to the other girl on the photo.
Okay.
Good idea.
That's not bad. Right, so we are going to find Vaclav Kolar. I've forgotten his name already. Vac. Go on, Vic. Right, Vac. Hoover. Vacuum cleaner. Right, B1. Let's go out and do some investigating. I'm glad to say that the loading times do seem to be fixed. Run, please. That throws me off every time. It looks like it should be something to pick up, but it's not. Campus. Now, any people from Chicago, is this what the Chicago University looks like? Oh, so I can't talk to you. Why can't I talk to you? Let's head up. Are we just knocking on doors? Well, actually, this must be the right door because it's the only one we can click on. Hi.
Who is it?
Knock, knock.
Agent McPherson, FBI. I have a few questions I'd like to ask you, if you have the time.
I have time for the pretty agent.
May I come in?
Okay, calm down a little bit. Cool it a little bit. Vaclav.
Sorry I asked.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Oh, okay.
Clockwork Nightmare. Ooh, okay.
Did you know a Natalie Kenworth?
Yes, I did.
So is this
Also,
Vaclav?
she was murdered about a month ago.
Yes, and I already talked to a police officer about her.
It is him. All right.
Yeah, I know, but I would appreciate if you could remind me. How did you know her? Friend? Just a classmate? Were you intimate?
I was her tutor. She was studying in criminology, and I was helping her with some of her classes.
Just because you're a tutor doesn't mean you weren't intimate. It's wrong, but it happens. Way too often.
Student in criminology, huh? Did you ever get Professor Pratt?
No, but I know him. I've had several conversations about weird, unsolved cases.
Does he still have bad BO?
Let's go personal. We may as well go personal before we
In
do
other words,
professional.
he stinks.
Yes, he still does.
Do you know Cynthia Woods?
Cynthia Woods? No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? Maybe a photo would help.
Oh, yes, I have seen her before.
Okay.
She's my neighbor's friend. I saw her at a party. That picture was taken there.
All right.
So you're not close to Cynthia?
No,
That picture that she held up looked like one of the murder pictures from the morgue.
And once
But all right.
Why?
She was found brutally murdered in an abandoned apartment building.
You don't think that... Hey, I'm always in here working on my
just calm
thesis.
down.
I
I'm not
never go out.
suggesting-
I went to Mia's party because she invited me. I think she invited me so I wouldn't complain about the noise.
Fair point. You seem to be like a stick in the mud.
Other girl in the picture?
Yes, she's my neighbor.
Your thesis, what's the subject?
Okay.
I'm doing it on a serial murder case called the Perlovka Ripper. It happened in the late 20s.
Well, you don't say.
Well,
Familiar with the case?
yes, my granddad worked on
Say
that case.
Yes.
My granddad worked on
Do you
that
mind if I
case.
take a look at it?
Sure, I'll even print you up a copy.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
Can I have the copy now?
Sure, I'll be right back.
Cool. So while you're doing that,
Now's my chance. I should swipe something to get prints.
dang it, what the hell is that? What's that right there? Why do you... I want to believe X-Files reference. Right. Glass, maybe?
Too risky to take that. He would notice that missing. I don't want to get nailed on entrapment.
Magazine.
It's not a sample of semen that I want, but fingerprints.
Oh, that's disgusting. Like, dude. Rubbish. Take a little bit of rubbish. Because realistically, who
This will do nicely.
Here you are.
will miss a piece of rubbish? If someone came and took one piece of rubbish from your room,
Thanks a lot. I'll be sure to read it.
I'd really
Would you notice
appreciate
it?
your input if you ever have the time.
Will do.
yes?
You're not planning on leaving the country.
No.
Fine. Thanks for your cooperation, and I'll keep in touch.
That was surprisingly easy. Right, so can we go and see the neighbor? No? It seems we can't do anything down here. Alright, let's go then. Question, shall we have a look? Colin's thesis proposal, let's have a look. Without remorse, unsolved serial killings, an examination of the 1931 Chicago serial killings and their relation to the 1929 Clover Ripper. He's writing a report on the current murders and the old murders as well. Strange. And the connection. Research paper submitting partial fulfillment of the requirements of bullshit. Semester credit. Alright. That's all shit on that page. By examining the circumstances surrounding the murders, including the police files, coroner's reports and secondary documents, including newspaper coverage which proved unusually sparse considering the sensationalistic nature of the killings, and the journal of Jiří Skalnik, the senior investigator assigned to the case in Prague. Oh, okay. So he's coming at it from Skalnik's side, because that's the detective on the case. Gus is a private investigator that was hired by the girls to investigate. So it's from a different angle. And what little I have gleaned from the FBI archives, I believe I've identified the murderer, Gustav McPherson. Really? Private investigator and American expatriate, was present in Prague during the killings. He was also in Chicago at the time of the 1931 slayings. Further research into McPherson's background revealed that he fled New York in the winter of 1922 following allegations by that city's police force that he may have been responsible for an unsolved homicide involving a former client. While in Paris, McPherson apparently worked as a painter until he was drawn into L'Affaire White. This is the first game. He's describing the first game. That's cool. Something I never picked up on because obviously I never played the first game. When I first played this one, I hadn't played the first game in the series until just recently. Right, L'Affaire White. Investigation of a double homicide at a hotel L'Affaire in autumn of 1925. Interestingly, one of the victims, Faye Johnson, registered under the alias Ruby White, may well have been known to McPherson as a result of the investigation that prompted him to leave New York. It's really weird. I filled in the blank there. Prompted him to leave New. Oh wait, Alright. No, stop typing. Right. To leave New York, McPherson then left Paris apparently in order to evade the authorities who may have identified him as a suspect in the hotel Orphy killings. Bullshit, but okay. That's not what happened. He made his way to Prague where he abandoned his painting and resumed working as a private investigator. Following the last of the Prague killings, a prostitute by the name of Ida Skalikova, whose company McPherson was known to solicit, McPherson fled once again, a step ahead of local police who had a warrant for his arrest. There were no more killings in Prague following his departure, only to reappear in Chicago in 1931, followed by 3 more murders. McPherson subsequently resumed his career as a private investigator. Does not appear to have been a suspect in these killings. If accepted, I intend to present a convincing case for McPherson as the Clover Ripper and perpetrator of the Chicago murders. Furthermore, I intend to construct a detailed psychological profile of McPherson in an attempt to better understand what drove him to commit such ghastly crimes and why. Atypically for serial killers, according to the current theories, he then apparently stopped killing. Alright. I call BS on most of that. So where we're going now?
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
What's up?
Nothing
dude.
much. I was just calling to say I was on my way to visit Victim 5's roommate. Maybe she can tell us more about Vaclav and the other girl in the picture.
No
Okay.
need, I know who she is.
Oh,
She's Vaclav's neighbor. Actually, I just finished the interview.
How did it go?
He's harmless. Anyways, he doesn't fit the profile. But I did nick a little something with
Nick, I
prints.
like
I'm
that.
taking it over to Claire for comparisons.
Great idea, but we can't use it though if he checks out.
I know. Call me if you get anything interesting out of the roommate.
Will
All right.
do. Bye.
Bye.
so what's our plan now? Are we going back to the lab to put this in for fingerprints? Are we going to do the fingerprints? Let's go back to the lab. I know that lady there is just not even interactable. Alright. Run, please. And yeah, let's go back in the office. Put in this bit of evidence. We'll get this evidence checked out. Run, Victoria, run. Now, I can't remember, are we doing, is this a puzzle that we have to do? Or are we just doing something? The evidence slot's up here anyway. So we may as well see if we can put the bottle in. We may have to take the prints off ourselves. No, that's film.
It's the evidence chute. I don't need to do that.
Oh, you don't, do you? Okay, so we must have to do something with this. I don't know what happened to my voice there. There's a little lamp thing over here, wasn't there? Found taser.
A plastifier. This little machine can be very practical.
Well,
This is used to lift fingerprints.
Oh, nice.
This is used to lift fingerprints.
Yes, I would like to lift the fingerprints from this thing. Can I do
This
it?
is used to lift fingerprints. That won't work. This is used to lift fingerprints.
Okay, can I put the bottle down somewhere so I can actually use this stuff?
A plastifier. This little machine can be very
calm down.
practical.
Can't skip that. Let's not click that again. Not yet, anyway.
This is used to lift fingerprints. This is used to lift fingerprints.
Yes. I know.
This is used to lift
I
fingerprints.
know it's used to lift fingerprints.
This is used to lift fingerprints. This is used to lift fingerprints.
Yes, I know. Right, so let's disappear for now. Because clearly I'm missing something that I can't lift the prints yet, so maybe I have to be told to lift the prints. Which is a bit dumb, because anyone in the right mind, like, shouldn't need to be told to lift the prints. It should be a standard. So let's go and talk to the only other person in here, in the building, that is Claire. Maybe she can tell us what to do. Just this is the type of thing that is classic point-and-click adventure, where you know what you need to do,
Hi, Claire.
but it won't let you do it until you're told to do
Can you
it.
check this bottle out for prints and compare them to the partials you got on victims 4 and 5? I don't think we'll hit anything, but I'm curious.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Yes.
The cat has 9 lives.
Let's stop the cliches before someone gets shot. Can you at least extract the prints for me? Once extracted, the computer can compare the partials.
All right, so we
Sure.
do need to,
Remind me where the stuff is?
your
Powder's
desk.
upstairs on my desk near the plastifying machine, along with the brush and lifting tape. When you're done, just give me the print and I'll handle the rest down here.
All
Okay,
right,
I'll be right back.
thank you. Okay, so we need to go down and talk to Claire in order to be told to do the fingerprints. Maybe it was me being dim, but I assumed she was just a coroner and she didn't do any of the forensics works, and we had other people to do that. But apparently she's a one-stop shop. Color me impressed. Is that an actual thing, though? I suppose it's a small FBI field office. So would they have more than one person? I don't know. I'm probably way overthinking it. Oh, there we go. Hello. Wait, no. I wanted to spin it. Right, put that there. And right, so we can grab the brush. Stop being suggestive. Pardon me.
I can't just use the brush. I can't just use the brush. I don't need more powder.
Yeah, I need to
That won't work.
I need to put...
I can't just use the brush.
Alright, put it down.
I can't use that here. I don't need more powder. I can't just use the brush.
Yeah, what do you mean you can't just use the brush? You need to...
That won't work. I can't just use the brush.
Okay. Should we try that one
That
again?
won't work. That won't work.
Hello? I don't know what's going on right now.
That won't work.
Okay, so I picked up the bottle and I can't put it down again. Does that mean I have the prints? I don't have an... I've just completely messed this up entirely. It's got some weird markings on these prints. Right. Right, so I did mess up, so I'll reset the puzzle. Right. So let's go brush.
I don't need more powder. I can't just use the brush.
Right, so if I do that...
I can't use that here. This will do nicely.
That's alright. So we're in the wrong spot. I was looking at the big ass one. That must have been a palm, part of a palm print, not a fingerprint. That's probably why. So we'll have a fingerprint now. And let's just take the bottle again. Are we done here? Do we need to plastify it? I don't even know what that is. Is that a laminator? Is a plastifier just a laminator? I'm sure I'll find out. Never mind. Let's go down. Hand them to Claire. Because obviously the evidence shoot's not going to be a good spot. Not going to be a good shout, I don't think. Oh, Clarice. I would expect it to as well. The fact that we had a break-in. I would have expected to be at least an officer sitting in this chair. Like, Gordon, the only person in the building right now. Hi, Claire. I have your stuff.
I'll have the results soon. Where are you off to now?
Yes, what's the plan now?
I've got some reading to do.
Oh, cool.
Well, okay. I'll call you if I get something.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Alright. So, I guess we're going back to Dad's house? Alright. To the car. B1, please. And let's run. Run, Victoria, run. There's no need to... You need to be nice and decorum in the office, but when you're in the car park, you can run to your car. Pat's house. I like how they call it Pat's house and not Dad's house. As it is, to be fair, it is a really nice house. I think I've said it before.
Hey,
those
sweetheart.
stained glass
Hi, Dad.
windows are going to be murdered to keep clean and repaired.
When do you think you can do those cookies?
Oh, jeez. Sorry, Dad, I forgot. I have time now.
Oh, it's okay.
It's not a problem, Dad.
Okay.
A promise is a promise.
We're doing cookies. We're doing the cookie puzzle now. The infamous cookie puzzle. Apparently it's very hard. Can we do this puzzle? Right. Bake. So we've got bake, we've got trash. Flour. Brown sugar. It does, thank God it tells us eggs. We have a 250 ml, 125 ml. We have butter, milk, molasses, cinnamon, ginger. We have our mixer. We have a teaspoon and a tablespoon. It doesn't tell me. I think this is what throws people off. I think this is what. Right, so let's have a look at the recipe. Oh, okay. It's not as simple. It's not as simple as just following the recipe. We've got to decipher the recipe. That's. I remember doing this. Right. Gingerbread man, 1 cup of love, half a cup of generosity, 2 cups of commitment, 1 cup of sweetness, half a cup of integrity, 1 tablespoon of romance, 1 teaspoon of sensuality, 1 common sense. Okay, so this is literally all the instructions we get. All the instructions. In a bowl, cream together generosity, sweetness, and love to give your man a sweet heart. Generosity, sweetness, and love. So we'll go off actual real baking here. You would go with your dry ingredients first. So that will be generosity, sweetness, and love. So that will be flour, sugar, and flour, sugar, and something else. Flour, sugar, and butter. Alright. So we've worked out that is common sense. Right, so common sense is the egg. These are spices. Spices, you know what I mean. Cinnamon and ginger. Commitment has to be flour because there's more flour in a cookie because they're based on the mix. So commitment is flour. Sweetness and integrity maybe one of them's brown sugar and one of them's molasses because they were sweet ingredients. I'm gonna say sweetness is sugar and integrity is molasses because integrity holds. Molasses is sticky, isn't it? It's like a treacle, not like a treacle, but similar. It has it has integrity. I don't even know how to explain. Pardon me. Explain it correctly. So I'm going to go sugar, molasses, spices, ginger, and cinnamon, 1 egg. So that's that bottom half done. That has to be flour. which means one of these is milk and one of these is butter. So that'll be, you wouldn't use a full cup of butter and only half a cup of milk. So let's go love is milk and generosity is butter. So let's start from the top. 1 cup of love, so 1 cup of milk. One cup of milk. Half a cup of, let's say butter, didn't I? Half a cup of butter. 2 cups of flour. 2 cups of flour. Then let's do 1 cup of sugar. Sweetness is sugar, integrity thing. So 1 cup of sugar. Half a cup of molasses. So that's me, sweetness and integrity. A tablespoon of romance, a teaspoon of sensuality. So let's go tablespoon, because it's the gingerbread cookie. Let's go a tablespoon of ginger. And a teaspoon of cinnamon. Because it'd be it's not a cinnamon cookie, it's a ginger cookie. So it would have ginger at the forefront with a hint of cinnamon coming up behind it. Correct? I think we're alright. I think we're alright. And then 1 egg. Mixie. Bake.
No, this doesn't taste right.
Alright, so it's got to be... I'm pretty sure everything's right. It's got to be the tablespoon and teaspoon. Okay. So let's swap those and see how it goes. Let's reverse these and let's do a teaspoon of ginger. And then 1 eggy. I think I've got all of these right.
No, this doesn't taste right.
Really? Okay, so I'm missing something. I'm messing something up here somewhere. Right. I'm being a little bit dim here. All right. I was just shoving in all the stuff in one go and then mixing it, but that's not how it's supposed to be done. We've actually got more instructions that are completely neglected to read. Right. So now we know what these are. I'm assuming these are all right. In a bowl, cream together generosity, sweetness, and love. Generosity, sweetness, and love. So that's milk, sugar, no, milk, butter, and sugar. Milk, butter, sugar. Milk. Sugar, which, hold on. 1 cup of sweetness. Milk, sugar. Half a cup of generosity, right? Half a cup of butter. And 1 cup of sugar. Right, so that's mixed. Cream together. Right, so that's in there now. Right, next stage. To give them devotion, simply sift together commitment, sensuality, and romance. Flour. 2 cups of flour. I don't know why we'll have to do this way, because surely we would be able to ding it, but never mind. Commitment, sensuality, and romance. So that's 1 tablespoon of ginger, 1/2 teaspoon. That's ginger and cinnamon. Big one of ginger, small one of cinnamon. Mix. To give them devotion, simply must sift together, commit and situate romance, blend devotion to a sweetheart. Right. Maybe that's correct. It said sift. Do we have another tool that we haven't used? No. Alright, so we're alright then. I think we might be alright. Alright. Finally add intelligence, a mix of common sense and integrity. And beat it in with the rest. So let's add in common sense and integrity, milk and molasses. Milk and molasses. Egg and molasses. And beat it with the rest to make it perfect, man. Give them a form and place in the oven. Remember not to overcook. That'll be good.
This tastes right. Dad, the cookies are in the oven.
That took way too long. Right. Plus it was me being dim. It was me being dim because I was just shoving everything into the pot, in the mixer at the same time and mixing it all up. Technically that should work. It doesn't, but that was what was going through my head. I'd add in mixing in between. RTFI. In case you ever get stuck, RTFI. Read the fucking instructions. Right, so is that us going to bed now? Hello, computer. Oh no, this isn't our room, man. This isn't our room. It's this one, isn't it? There we go. Heading back to bed. Do some light reading.
The poor kid was badly scarred.
Oh.
The killer stabbed her 7 times before she finally escaped to the streets.
Similar looking guy.
Found her and brought her here. She's only 16, for God's sake.
Dang it.
I promised her that I'd help her in any way I could if she would help me find the killer. So she opened up and told me her story. Can I keep this?
Yes.
Yes, please.
I'm Gustav McPherson.
Let's have some questions asked.
I hired to help find and arrest the person who attacked you.
I'm Vladana Tominova. I haven't said that in a long time. I'm usually just Vladana.
Do you feel up to a few questions?
Do you prefer just Vladana?
Later.
No, that's okay. You can ask me questions if you wish, but I'm afraid I won't be much help.
You never know until you ask the questions.
Besides the sketch you gave me, can you describe your attacker with a little more detail?
The top hat was black, and so was his cloak. The mask was silver-white. It had motifs on it, but nothing I can describe accurately.
Alright, cool.
When were you attacked?
About 2 months ago.
Oh.
Where did it happen?
That was quite a while.
It happened near the park. I was coming back from Mark's studio, and...
Take your time.
Mark?
It was very foggy that evening.
Mark
I heard
Ackerman?
someone walking in front of me. I could hear his footsteps getting closer and closer. I stopped when I suddenly saw a silhouette appear behind the fog. A man in a top hat wearing a dark cloak was standing in front of me.
That's our glamorous guy.
I froze. I couldn't move. I was absolutely terrified.
So Mark Studios, that's got to be Mark Ackerman.
What happened next?
He approached
he's not bringing it up yet.
I noticed that he was wearing a mask when he walked out of the fog. He looked like death itself.
It's a very posh and
I
it is
hadn't
cool
noticed
looking
how
mask,
close
very
he'd come to
posh.
me. He took a
Very
swift swing
bloodborne.
at me. As he did, I let out a scream. At first I thought he had missed me, but then I noticed the metallic taste in my mouth. I put my hand to my face and looked at it.
So you actually got a
It was
kind of
full
good
of blood.
first hit.
Then I felt a cold sensation in my chest, followed by a sharp pain. Then another. Then another. I screamed what seemed to be my last breath. I fainted after that. I woke up in here. He'd stabbed me over and over. It's
Who
a
brought you
miracle
here?
I'm still alive.
How did you end up here in this joint?
Okay, now I was going
Roman
to say, who
found
brought
me.
you here?
He was the one who scared off the killer. He heard me screaming, so he ran in the direction of the commotion. I don't know much about that. You should ask him.
Okay, Roman.
You mentioned
shall do
earlier
that.
you left Mark's place the night you were attacked. Who's Mark?
Oh, thank you
Mark
for
is a
mentioning
local
it.
artist. Most of the girls know him. I think he's painted all of us at least once.
All right.
Was Mark acting strange that night, or was it business as usual?
Everything was fine until Inspector Skalnick showed up.
Inspector Skalnick talked to Mark. What did they talk about?
I didn't really pay attention to what they were saying, but they were arguing about something. When Skalnick left, Mark told me to get dressed and leave. He told me he wasn't feeling well enough to continue.
Was he angry?
He was, but he made a good effort not to show it. So I left quietly without saying a word besides good night.
Okay. So that's very
In general,
interesting.
Mark was always nice.
Yes, always cordial, very polite and well behaved. He would give us double what we charge a client for the time we spent posing. It was a lot better work, let me tell you. I only posed for him once, and I wish I could do it again.
Posed in the nuddy? Because you're 16, that's
Where can I
not
find
very good.
Mark?
His studio is in front of the canal near the old wall.
Okay.
Well, thanks for answering my pesky questions.
So we've got
You're
another lead.
welcome.
Mark
Take care of
Ackerman.
yourself, Ledena.
And you be careful, too.
Thanks, I will.
Yeah, you be careful here. Alright, is the dog gone? I do believe so, and those are now restacked again. Alright, that works nicely. Okay, right. Unfortunately, on that bombshell, we are going to leave that here for this week. It was a nice short chapter, really. I'm trying to do them a chapter at a time, so that we have one full, like one chapter in one go, and that was a short one. But them's the draws sometimes, right? So let's go Big Me. Can we go Big Me? There we go. There's Big Me. I didn't want to do it. So, like I said, we are going to leave that here for this week. Gotta remember, that puzzle, the cookie puzzle, brought back so many memories of me and my sister sitting and trying to work it out without looking up. It's one of those, looking it up was not really an option back then. Not exactly pre-internet, but we couldn't get access to the internet as easily as we can now. That it's infamous, apparently. That cookie puzzle is infamous. Trying to work it out, though, if you don't know anything about baking, then you probably would struggle a lot more than someone who knows a little bit about baking, because you can look at the amount of cups and stuff and the quantities and work out which ones based on the quantity. Like, I knew 2 cups of flour. That was saying 1 common sense, just the way it was written, 1 egg. That kind of deal. And the other ones with a little bit of trial and error. A little bit. But we managed to do it. Managed to find some connection between 2 of the victims, which is interesting. I don't know whether that's going to lead anywhere. We have a connection with Mark Ackerman. So I think Ackerman is the artist in question with the Victoria's boyfriend, the gallery, and we've got a mark in here in this section here, so obviously I'm assuming it's going to be the same artist. And I believe Ackerman, from what Vedlana said, I believe he paints prostitutes, posing for them, which is going to be that's another possible connection. Ackerman must still be alive if he's got another artist, if he's got a gallery showing in Victoria's time. So maybe Mark Ackerman's the killer. Maybe. Well, anyway, we're going to continue next time. I'm going to find out some more information, possibly find out more about Mark Ackerman this time, like in this chapter, which could answer more questions, but could also give us more questions. I really like this game. This is as good as I remember it being. Long loading times aside, but I think they've passed. Hopefully it's not just a Gus thing where the load screens are really long. We're going to find out. So anyway, I've been rambling on a bit too long. So guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, let me know in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. If you're new here, feel free to come hang out. Come check out some other stuff that we have going on. We would love to have you here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is much appreciated. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, just see you on the flip side. Bye bye.